We begin tonight with fallout from campaign 2014.
History was made last night as Rhode Island elected its first ever female governor.
And today we caught up with Governor-elect Gina Raimondo and her supporters as they celebrated her hard-fought victory.
Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen is standing by with more on the historic nature of Raimondo's win.
But first, let's go live to Sean Daly with reaction from the governor-elect herself.
There they were, Rhode Island's new first couple, walking hand in hand to face the voters and the questions. Are you now officially the first gentleman?
Yeah, well, not yet, as you know, but I think there's apparently some nominations going on as to what to call it.
Nice to see you.
Governor-elect Raimondo and her husband proceeded to chat up the crowd at Vendor Ravioli on Federal Hill. Then came the reporters. You're now the second governor in a row after Governor Chafee to win without a majority of the votes. How will you reconcile Bob Healy's 22%, Alan Fung's percentage? These are people who clearly are dissatisfied. They didn't want you.
The best way to get people to believe is to get things done. And so I got to get in there, I got to appoint some good people and start make things happen. And over time, people will regain hope and faith.
Eyewitness News reached out to both of the losing candidates for governor. Cranston's Republican mayor, Alan Fung, declined, but moderate Robert Healy did agree to speak with us, perhaps in part because he spent only $35 and won 22% of the votes.
You can buy a victory. That's not hard. I mean, to actually get 22% of the vote based on theory and public support, I think is phenomenal.
Because Governor-elect Raimondo's opponents captured 58% of the vote, she's well aware that she now needs to build bridges and to bring as many people as possible together. That's new at 6. Live at the State House with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Sean Daly, Eyewitness News.
Raimondo's win not only represents the changing face of politics in Rhode Island, it also serves as an inspiration for young girls reaching for the sky. Our in-depth coverage of the governor's race continues now live from the newsroom with Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen.
Well, Shannon and I talked with a lot of people today about Governor-elect Gina Raimondo. One of the first things most people mentioned was the fact that she is going to be the first female governor of Rhode Island. But that wasn't the only win for women last night. With her daughter in hand, Rhode Island's governor-elect took the stage.
A lot of you are pretty excited. We have our first woman governor.
That's right, the first. But this election also brought about a female Secretary of State, Nellie Gorbea.
Love and support.
And the first female Senate President, Teresa Paiva-Weed, won re-election.
Go women.
Remember what President Obama said in Rhode Island Friday?
The idea that my daughters wouldn't have the same opportunities as somebody's sons, well, that's unacceptable. That's not acceptable.
Well, it looks like in Rhode Island that may not be true anymore. It's like that old saying.
The times are changing. The women are going forward.
I chatted with several women moments after meeting the governor-elect Wednesday afternoon.
It is pretty incredible. It's an exciting time. It's really an exciting time.
I also spoke with a father of 3 girls in Providence. He watched the results come in on WPRI with them.
I explained to my daughter last night that same exact thing, as far as like a man should not make any more than a woman for doing the same job. Absolutely not. And we're going to get there.
Considering the majority of the 3 most powerful positions in the state, the governor, Speaker of the House, and Senate President will now be women. In some ways, we may already be there.
Thank you!
And another thing of note about Gorbea's win last night, she's now the first Latino or Latina elected to statewide office in all of New England. Live in the newsroom, I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.